Hello, the lighting is going in and out, and Oscar is filing his nails, but I wanted to talk to y'all about something. When you've had a friend, I don't even want to call this person a friend, he's more like family, he's like a father figure. I've known him since I was 4 years old, and I hope he doesn't mind me sharing his story here, but I think it's a good story to tell. Um, Oh, Oscar is making the biscuits. Oh, Oscar. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. But when you've had a friend for so long, you know your friend in and out. And when I say that, I mean you know their whole daily routine. You know what time they wake up. You know what time they eat breakfast. You know what time they do their shopping. You know everything about this person, okay? And that's my relationship with my father figure. I know his entire routine, okay? So it came to be a time where he was always a one-pack smoker, right? And sometimes he wouldn't even smoke the whole pack. But then I started noticing that he was smoking 2 packs. And not only that, he was going out late night to get that second pack, and that was completely out of routine for him. And I kept asking him, "What is eating at you?" He said, "Nothing." I said, "Yeah, something's eating at you, something's stressing you." And he just kept on saying, "Nothing." And in my mind, I knew that something wasn't right because he's not a heavy smoker. And let me tell you about this man. He is one of the most healthiest people I know in my life. And when I say that, no soda, no coffee. He doesn't drink anything but water. And it's Pacific water too. It is like, has to be like natural spring water and comes out the fountain. You know those fountain machines that you see when you go to like a place of business, one of those type of machines. He only eats a salad every day. So I'm trying to get you to know that that is healthy. Healthy. Yes, he does have diabetes, so of a night, if he feels that his sugar is dropping, he would have a bowl of cereal, but it was still like oh gosh, like whole grain cereal, still healthy, right? And he doesn't use regular milk. I believe it is called Silk Number 10. I think that's the name of it. I'm pretty sure it is. If I'm wrong, he's going to tell me I'm wrong. But that's what I'm trying to say. Perfectly healthy. He doesn't eat junk food, nothing, just salad and then cereal if he feels like his sugar is dropping. But so I was like, yeah, something's going on here and you need to talk about it. Just vent. And he kept on saying, Jess, nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. And I said, yes, it is. But he kept on saying nothing's wrong. So one day he called me and he said his whole left side had went out, and he Googled it, and the Google was saying that he had vertigo. And I said, no, you've had a stroke. Let me come get you. And when I say this, and I'm going to say it to the best way I can, and I hope others can understand what I mean by this. When you live alone and you live not in a good neighborhood, the last thing you want to do is call an ambulance and then the neighbors see, oh, they're not at home, because I might not be the only one that knows his routine. Somebody in his community might know his routine, if you catch what I'm saying. So it's best to go somewhere else, leave your car there, like you're still home, and go somewhere else to call an ambulance if that's the case. And I hope some people will understand what I mean here, because it's not like it was back in the early 90s where you could go to sleep and leave your front door open. So I kept on telling him, you don't have vertigo, you've had a stroke, let me come get you. And he said, no, I'm going to sleep it off. And I said, no, I need to get you to the hospital, because when you've had a stroke, there's only a 3-hour window for that shot for you to, bounce back. No. I got the vertigo. I Googled it, and I'm just going to lay down. But that day I had my cousin with me, and he's a big guy. So I knew I had help, to go over there and get him. So the next day he calls me, and things haven't changed. And I told him again, let me come get you, you've had a stroke. And he kept on wanting to fight with me, and I said, look, I need you to find a way, because, some of us, you might have anywhere from 3 to 5 deadbolts on your door, plus a key lock, where you gotta actually unlock the door from the inside, if you get what I'm saying. I kept on telling him, let me come get you, but I need you to make a way to the front door to go ahead and unlock it. I said, is there any way that you can get in your computer chair and scoot with 1 foot to the front door? He tried, that didn't work. He had to basically slide on his right side all the way to the front door. And he did make it back to the bedroom. So what I did, me and my daughters went over there to get him, and we all helped each other carry him and put him in the car. Oscar's trying to attack me. I remember bringing him here to my home, and I knew when I laid eyes on him at his home that it was a stroke. And he told me, he said, before you call the ambulance, I need to use the bathroom. And, a lot of us are private people when it comes to our bodies, and that's completely understandable. And but when you're in dire need like that, you don't care. And so I said, come on, I'm gonna help you to the bathroom. I'll hold you up, because when you've had a stroke and you're paralyzed on one side, you cannot stand up on your own. That one side is completely paralyzed. So I said, come on, I'm gonna hold you up, and we're gonna go to the bathroom, and I'll hold you up there so you can use the bathroom before the ambulance gets here. So we did that. The ambulance came. He went to the hospital, and yes, he did miss the 3-hour window. I believe they did a CT and probably an MRI as well, and they told him that, yes, that it was a stroke. I hope I didn't just say seizure a few minutes ago, but yes, it was a stroke. He had the stroke on the right side of the brain. So if you have the stroke on the right side of the brain, it affects the left side of the body. He didn't have the sagging phase. He didn't have the slurred speech. It was just his left arm and his left leg was paralyzed. So anyway, he didn't go home. He actually stayed in the hospital and did rehab there and physical therapy and certain things that he had to be taught again. And I say this to say is that know your friends, and if you know their routine and you know something is off, more than likely something is off. And I want to speak about another friend here that has recently had a stroke. The signs were there, but we didn't pay it no attention because she always suffered from migraines. I remember 2 nights we were on the phone, and she went to bed early because she had a headache. She said, "Look, ladies, I've got a headache. I've got to go to bed." Okay. The third day I called, the husband sent a message and said that she was real sluggish and real tired. Okay, I'm still thinking, it's a headache. That fourth day we called, and he cut on the video camera, and I was able to physically see her. Well, a couple of us was able to physically see her. And right away, we all knew it was a stroke, and we was like, hey, you got to get an ambulance. So basically, y'all should know that story right there. She is still recovering. As far as her speech, she is doing amazing. But with her stroke, she also has something called aphasia. And if y'all don't know what that is, you could look it up. And basically what it is you can't concentrate on one thing for too long. That's what aphasia is. And that's going to take some time. And I did want to go back to my godfather's story. When he did that rehab, he made a full recovery. If you did not know him and just happen to see him in the street right now, you would never know that he had a stroke. But with me knowing him since I was 4, I can tell. But the only time that I can tell that he's had a stroke is like when he's stepping off a curve or when he's putting his legs in the car. That's the only time I can tell. And I want to say, we lose a lot of loved ones to strokes and heart attacks and stuff like that. It's good to have a good support team around you. It's good to have somebody to talk to. It was one thing I wanted to say, and I don't want to leave it out. And if you are going through something, speak out. Speak out. It's important because strokes come from diabetes, high blood pressure, stress, cigarettes, and it's on you to recognize the signs. And it's sometimes maybe on the friend and say, hey, I see you smoking 2 packs of cigarettes. Something's not right. But always be a friend to somebody, because you never know when you'll need that friend. And I know my girlfriend, I give her a hard time. I do. And because I give her a hard time, because I tell her, you got to put some vegetables in your system. You got to. You got to eat healthy. And sometimes vegetables and greens are the answer, even though some of us might not like them. But you don't know how good that green might be doing for your body, or how good protein might be doing for your body. And hope I left y'all here with a good story. And the story of the day is know your friends, know their routine, and know when something isn't right. And be that friend that's there to be their backbone and their support.